channel. My name is Aria Milioni, and from now onwards, I'll be sharing tarot readings, oracle readings, tapping into the energy of the collective. Today, the reading is focused for the month of June, and here I'm gonna pull one card of oracle to give me guidance towards the reading, and we will understand what is the energy that you are bringing towards the month, what you are bringing with you, what is it that will be playing out in your energy. What is coming towards you that is inevitable? An experience, a person, something that you will be facing throughout the month. What is the biggest opportunity for growth or opportunity overall? We will see what the card shows to us. What is the biggest challenge? What comes to challenge you? So challenge, they necessarily are opportunities to grow out of our comfort zone. But they never reveal themselves in a comfortable manner because it requires transformation. That's how we interpret a challenge in our life. I need to transform something in order to achieve my biggest potential in certain situation. And then the advice on how to overcome the challenge. I'm gonna use the oracle of the Egyptian gods. So here it's going to give me the word of law for this month of June. What is the word that we need to work with, that we need to pay attention in order to make the best out of this month? Please guys, keep in mind, English is my second language, but I will always be doing my best here to deliver the message in the highest vibration possible. This channel is new and it will be shaped according to your needs. So make sure if you are here, you give your feedback on the comment box below so I can shape the channel according to what you are looking for. Possibly in the future there will be readings for the zodiac signs or weekly readings. We will see. For now, I'll be doing monthly readings for the collective energy and perhaps some zodiac sign readings at some point. So let's see for the month of June, what is the word of love for the collective arriving here in the channel? Remember that you are here. If you are here, there might be an important message for you in the reading. So don't run away. So the word of law for this month is change. And change, it's never comfortable. Always require a high level of intellect and as well emotional adaptation. So there will be challenge towards growing intellectually and adapting emotionally this month because changes are coming. For each one of you, it will lies in a different area of your life. So very important is to try and locate on your birth chart which house is Gemini for you. The themes of that house is what has been activated. We had Jupiter entering Gemini, we have Venus entering Gemini, and a bunch of other planets making their dance this month in June in the Gemini. So make sure you find out what is the house that Gemini lies on your birth chart, as well as where Jupiter is located, because that could be where you are being activated with Jupiter as well. However, now in a new energy in Gemini for the next full year. Gemini is the sign of transformation. That is not for nothing that the butterfly is one of the huge archetypes for Gemini, because the butterfly goes through transmutation from the caterpillar to the butterfly. It changes completely. It changes shape, it changes even ability of mobility. First, it's an earthworm, and then it becomes a beautiful flying being that brings pollen around the world, that is creating life wherever it goes. Also, butterflies, they have the tendency of always exploring new lands, and this is what is in the shadow of this energy. So the word of law for this month is change. In the shadow of it, what is hidden that can be collaborative to your process is exploration. So it is through exploring new lands, new opportunity, new people, new connections that we will find opportunities for change. Every change can bring growth to us. So be open, open-minded mainly, in order to adapt emotionally. Now with the tarot cards, we will see what is the main energy that you are bringing into this month. So the energy that needs to be looked at. What is it in you that needs to be looked at? What you are bringing with you that needs attention. Second card will be according to what is coming towards you and is inevitable. Is it an experience? Is it a person? Is it an opportunity? We'll see what is coming energetically that you will have to face, you will have to deal. Third card represents the biggest opportunity for this month. And this opportunity can be literally anything. Make sure that you take it as it resonates on your life. The fourth card represents the biggest challenge. Challenge that comes to us because there is the need of transforming something. So when something is really challenging, it's because we need to get there to gain a new perspective or a new way to deal with that situation in order to let off being a challenge and become an opportunity. And what is the advice to deal with this challenge? So we are coming from a place where we do have certain goals, certain wishes. However, we don't really know how to go about them. So I'm gonna talk with people that there is a desire, there is a wish of bringing something to your life, but not really knowing how to go about it. They require some learning. And this is where change comes into the picture, because change is the word of law for this month. If I don't know really how to go about it, what is it that needs to change? It's not my goal, it's not my desire, but there is something on how I'm looking towards it that needs change. And with the Page of Pentacles, it transpires the need of learning something new. What is it that I need to learn in order to achieve my goals, in order to make my dreams come true? And then there is the Death card. And the Death card is the card of transmutation. In my opinion, personal opinion, okay, from the major arcanas, the Death card represents very much the butterfly, the transmutation from the caterpillar to the butterfly, because you let a version of you die completely in order to be born in a new version. So the Death card always brings an opportunity for rebirth, but it means that certain things needs to die first. These things being a way of thinking, a way of approaching things in life, a way of even engaging with people, but mainly the perspective that you have about something. So, sometimes it's just about gaining a slightly different perspective and everything opens up. Opportunities, paths, even how to deal with the situation. For many of you, it's speaking about a pattern that you have in your life. A pattern that repeats itself consistently, a karmic cycle for many of you, and it needs to be done with. If you see that there is a repetition, what is it that you need to learn about yourself in order to don't let it repeat anymore? What is it that you are vibing off that you keep attracting the same experiences? It's very important to take responsibility over our lives. Nothing happening in your life right now, it's someone else's fault. There is no fault to be given here. There is no blaming game. Blaming game is a mind game. It's about manipulation, control, restrictions. It's nothing related to spirituality, growth, evolution. No. So what is it that needs to change in order of you being able to achieve your goals, in order of you being able to break free from a karmic cycle that keeps repeating itself? Yet I'm gonna give a personal example, right? So for many years, I literally didn't believe that it was possible to have a healthy relationship. And that's because of my upbringing. I come from a very dysfunctional family, I'm sure like many of you. And I had a father that was very troubled, alcoholic, narcissist, and so on and so forth. And you can add whatever you want there. Extremely abusive verbally. And then I had a mom that, even though she was very loving, she was just always very busy working because she needed to feed 3 kids by herself. So my upbringing was very turbulent. And there was no reliability. I couldn't rely on my parents. One, because it wasn't trustworthy, messy, abusive. And the other one, because she was absent. Not because she wanted to be, but because she needed to be. So I never had a person that I could rely on. Being an oldest child, I should be the one that my sisters could rely. So I never had it in my life. And this reflected my adult life of this inability of trusting people. And it's not just a partner, because I saw the broken relationship of my parents, the abuse of my father. That wasn't all. It was about trusting people overall. Very young, I needed to grow up. So my friends, we didn't have the same mentality. It was hard for me to fit in, to connect with people of my age. So I could not trust them. And this reflected to me when I was older. So, in order to manifest a healthy relationship and even believe that was possible, I really needed to look inside of me and transform how I was seeing these things. So, a part of me had to die in order to be reborn, and so I could manifest what I wished. Change took place. Change. In order to change take place, I really explored who I am or who I was, because I still am. However, I don't let that version of me take control anymore. Now I know better. Now I know myself better. And something very similar is the message that is coming up. And then there is the Knight of Swords, is that I want things and I want them now. Doesn't matter who I need to step over. Doesn't matter the speed that I need to go. I want them now. So the Knight of Swords, he's great to lead the battle because he's the quickest one. He has that strategic mind. However, he doesn't take the necessary time to take one step at a time and learn and grow with the situation. So it is really important for us to learn how to slow down, one step at a time, learn with the process. Stop stepping over people in order to get things the way we want. What is the biggest challenge? And what is the advice? So just so you guys know, my deck, all the cards, they are upright. However, if a card jumps off the deck in the shadow, I will do the reading with the card upside down. But all the cards on my deck, they necessarily are upright. So this month, it's all about healing a broken heart, healing those places in our heart that carries the elemental baggage, the energy of betrayal, of lies, of losses. So how do I heal it? How do I heal it to the point where I can let my heart lead the way? Not my mind, not my quick mind. I want, but my heart, which is connected to my intuition. So what I feel, like there is this guidance behind everything that you do. What is it that I need to heal in order to allow myself having my heart on the front instead of hiding it? Because I've got hurt so many times already. I've been through so much. I'm just not letting my heart into anything anymore. And then I lack the ability of experiencing love, of experiencing pleasure. So I'm not vibing the energy of love, therefore I'm not attracting love. And then I have all those experiences that repeat themselves consistently in relationships, in work relationships, at the family environment, at home, or even with myself, our self-judgment, our self-imposed restrictions. So what is it that I need to heal? So the good news is there are a lot of new stuff, messages, people, opportunities coming towards you in order to help you transform from this place of pain to this place where your heart leads the way, but there is this need of welcoming the new in order to change what needs to be changed. There is the need of taking control of your life again, making sure that you are building solid foundations on your life. So the emperor is the archetype of being able to control oneself. It's not about controlling others, but controlling yourself, making sure that you're focusing your energy in things, experiences, and opportunities that will bring solid foundations to your life. So it's a learning process. It's changing this pattern of bringing my broken heart to everything that I experience. It's changing this perspective where you need to keep yourself closed off, otherwise you'll be hurt. So there is a whole path that can be walked, can be experienced, where there is love, there is solid foundations, there is celebration, there is happiness. However, there is something inside of you that needs to switch the key, the need of change. So, the energy that you're bringing towards this month is the Devil card. And the Devil card speaks about loads of toxic things and as well about something more close to our skin, close to the third dimension. So the Devil card has two sides. The first side is our ability to experience pleasure. And pleasure comes from so many different things. And sometimes, because we experienced certain stuff in the past, we restrain ourselves from experiencing pleasure. So, this is the card of control, self imposed control, or people that we give the power to control ourselves because we give the power to them, right? It also speaks about our toxic patterns. What is it toxic in me that does not allow me to manifest what I dream? So you are bringing this energy to this month, this self-imposed restriction, or this giving power to others, controlling you. What is coming towards you that you need to face and you need to face? Why you need to face? Because it's exactly the secret to reach out to change. What is it that I need to face? Five of Pentacles. And Five of Pentacles, we speak of all those experiences that I felt left out on the cold, that I lost money. Whenever I try to do something with people, I always lose money. I'm always in the loss. Oh my God. And then you start vibing this frequency of misery, of lacking, of abandonment, of being always the one that loses. And that's how you enter your experiences. So look, what is the toxicity? Is my inability of feeling fulfilled, of feeling prosperous, of feeling abundant. Is this a consistent pattern of being abandoned in the relationships, of being let down by people that I give control? For example, your family. And this resonates directly to my heart. So every time that I give to my sisters control of influencing my life, even in the simplest things, I find myself alone. I find myself in the loss. Why? Because they were not taught that I am a sister. For them, I've always been the figure of a mom since very young. So they don't really interact with me as their sister, as someone that needs them as much as they need me. I am the provider of the three. I'm not a receiver. So every time that I give them power to collaborate with me, I find myself in the loss. Whose responsibility is that? They are not awakened enough to identify how they interact with me. But I wanted to change this pattern in my life. So I learned, I explored why this happened. And I learned, now I know better. Now I don't give them the power. As simple as that. Until I see that they are doing their own spiritual work, I don't give them the power. I find collaboration elsewhere. And it's fine. It's fine. Because it's important to understand that people won't have to give me what I want from them. They can give me what they've got to give. And if it's enough for me, it makes me happy, fine. If it doesn't, I should restrain myself of going there looking for something that is not there. And then the responsibility is mine for manifesting this consistent pattern of being let down, of being in a loss, of losing money, of feel abundant, of feeling miserable on my experiences. So this, you need to look at this pattern because there is change to come. There is an opportunity for growth. And then, what is the biggest opportunity for this month? And we have the justice in reverse. And the justice in reverse speaks of something that was not fair. So you will be looking at this again. There will be an opportunity to fix it somehow. Being this fixing, interacting with the situation, or changing something within yourself. For some of you, it's about a divorce where you lost money, a divorce where you felt left out in the cold. But guys, let's be honest, a divorce is never something easy. It's a loss for both sides, one way or the other. There is always one side that seems to be fine with the situation, but there is always losses involved. So when you take the weight just from your side and you have the compassion of understanding that is the sort of experience that everyone loses somehow, you will be able to take you out of the miserable energy of a loss. So this is the biggest opportunity this month to make right something that was done wrong, or for some of you, gaining a new perspective about a divorce that will help you get out of this miserable energy of the pain. Being able to recover the ability of letting your heart lead the way. You know, it's our heart that desires things, that urges for certain experiences. And we need to listen to our heart. I'm sure that watching videos around, you can listen like in 1,000 different ways. Connect to the energy of love. It's not that simple. For every single person, it's a different path towards connecting to the love energy, which is within. It's not without. It's not outside. It's within us. And for every single person, it's a different journey towards there. In our bringing up, when we grow up, nobody teaches us how to connect with our energy of love. They teach us that love is to be with the family, is to have the mommy and daddy, is to have a partner, and not necessarily, guys. Love is within us. Lucky you that was taught in an early age that the love lives within you. And if you haven't, now it's time to learn, to change something, explore a little bit more. What love means like? How does it feel like? It's not necessarily what you're taught. So there is a learning process in there. What is the biggest challenge for this month? And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So going back towards those experiencing a breakup or a divorce, right? It's hardly you're gonna find an easy path towards balance, towards having both sides having a balanced way out. Hardly you get there, but it is possible. In order to get there, change needs to take place. So, example, right? You're going through a divorce, and then you go there to your lawyer, and this is what I want A, B, C, and D. And then you start a battle towards A, B, C, and D. But listen, it's your duty to stand for yourself. However, when you feel the sense of loss immediately, because this is what a breakup and a divorce brings to us, you're gonna fight for yourself harder and harder. And you lose the ability of empathy to the other side. So there is some change that needs to take place on how you are approaching the situation in order to make things balanced. And the change is in you and not in the other side. Now, for many others, it's because when you were a child, you saw your parents breaking up, divorcing, and that there is something within you that grew up with you and right now it's holding you back to manifest something that you wish. So you need to learn a little bit more how much that experience impacted on your adult version. Because right now you're not really finding balance on your experiences, on your relationships mainly. Like the give and take is not balanced, and this is creating heartbreak. And for many of you that experienced the divorce and the breakup of your parents, regardless when this happens, you develop the sense of lack, of being let down, of being left behind. You develop this sense. It's something that is rooted on your heart. It's rooted. And in order to don't face it, because it's freaking hard to face our shadows, you close off and you're not fully connected to your emotions. So it's not your heart that is leading the way. Every time that you enter a new relationship, that you begin a new dynamic with someone else, you don't go with your heart, you go with your mind. And then the mind games begin. And let the mind games begin. And nobody wins when mind games are happening. So make sure that you will look what is the part of you that it feels always empty in order to fulfill yourself. Explore why this happens, where this comes from, so you allow change to take place. What is the advice? The advice is the Chariot, and couldn't be a better advice, because the Chariot says, look, everything is possible in your life. However, you need to take control of your chariot. If you don't control the pace and where it goes, anything and anywhere is fine. You need to learn how to take control of your journey, how to be the driver of your bus. But this means taking responsibility, knowing what is it within you that holds you back from manifesting your dreams, that keeps bringing you to repetitive experiences, to karmic experiences, to sudden breakups, divorce, losses, injustice, the sense of being injusticed. So make sure that you will be able to take control of your ship. But this means taking responsibility from your part of the dealings, taking responsibility for the fact that you need to be the one bringing balance instead of always expect others to do that for you. Right, this was the message for the month of June. Now, because I see here that there is something that needs to be let go of, transformed, a change that needs to take place, I'm gonna take an advice from this oracle that is the art of letting go. So let's see what needs to be let go of in order to allow change to come into your life. So what needs to be let go of for the month of June for the collective of this channel? What is the advice? So the advice for this month is letting go of panic. Letting go of panic. So, advice. Today, I will not be overwhelmed by panic. Panic will take my mind off my goals. It's normal to feel panic, but I simply feel it each goal. I can get back on track by, by trading water until I regain my composure. I relax and know that all is well. So you see here the toxic pattern of being let down, of being abandoned, of being let out on the cold, of losses. So this causes you panic. And this is the toxicity, the main toxicity that you're facing. This can play out in your life every time that you enter in a relationship, every time that you're manifesting a new job or they're engaging in new situations. Every single time this can manifest. This panic that takes over. So I'm gonna read the advice again. Bear with me. English is the second language. And make sure that you use this advice as a mantra for this month of June. I'm gonna write the advice in the description box below, where you also can find all information about my work, guys. So today I will not be overwhelmed by panic. Panic will take my mind off my goals. It's normal to feel panic, but I simply feel it and let it go. I can get back on track by trading water until I regain my composure. I relax and know that all is well. Yeah, that was it. So, guys, please leave your comments, your feedback, and what is it that you guys are looking for. I'll be bringing more readings throughout the month. And let's see how this goes. Thank you for those that stayed so far. I hope to see you soon. See ya. Bye bye.